How you all doing, me muckers, and welcome back to the midweek mumble. I hope you're all right. I hope everybody's safe and well after Armistice Day and Remembrance Sunday. So, how you all doing? I hope you all okay. So, first of all, just remember this is a 18 and over live stream. So, if you're under the age of 18, if you can just click off, as I was going to be swearing. There is a subtitle underneath here that states that. So, if you am, then if you can move on, that'll be fantastic. So we're going to start off with my first guest. We may possibly have a few coming in over the course of the next few minutes. Had a few people drop out, but yeah. My first is Noboika. How you doing, mate?
Hello, I'm all right. I'm well. How are you?
I'm all good. How's Tricks? How you been? You all good?
Been
You all
well.
well?
Yeah, been well. Been busy. Been busy with work. I'm also taking some time off. I was telling you, I spent the weekend away with a mate.
Yeah. That's what I was just. I put on a couple of pictures on a Facebook because what we usually do. There's a group of about 6 or 7 of us who go touring. So what we usually do is we meet up somewhere either locally or the last couple of years. What we've done is we've gone for a weekend away kind of thing. So we went up to the lads went up to the Peak District for the weekend. So no, so not the Lake District. Sorry, not the Peak District, the Lake District. So we just literally I headed up there Saturday afternoon, had a few beers up there, did the Remembrance Sunday, and then absolutely got drowned coming back Sunday afternoon down the M6. It was biblical rain, mate. Honestly,
Oh wow!
honestly I've never read in rain as bad as that. We ended up pulling over. Even through the your waterproof, she was damp. Do you know what I mean? Because it was dead humid still.
Right.
You were sweating. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it was sound. It was nice. It was nice all just to get together and like I say, because we're all ex squaddies, we all served together. So it's nice to kind of get together and have a few memories of the lads who are here no more and have a laugh and a joke with the people who also been hurt or do you know what I mean? Nothing too major, but just have a good
Absolutely.
drink. Just have a good drink, a good laugh and just a bit of a giggle.
That's the
So
best. That's one of the best parts of motorbiking, isn't it? It's meeting up with your mates and having a good time.
yeah,
Go
100%.
somewhere, go with people that you enjoy being with.
Yeah, 100%, mate. Honestly, and I think this is what like I was trying. I put a video out last week about there's so many different ways now than when I passed my test in like 95. I think I passed my test. There's that many ways now to get in contact with people, and you got Facebook, you got the groups, and you know what I mean. There's other channels out there that you can go on and say, right, he's local to me. Let's try and meet up with him. Where like I was talking to extra rider the other day about it, and I just said, I said, it was quite difficult for me. I passed my test, and I only read with my father-in-law. You know what I mean? He was in his late 50s. I was in my early 30s, and I wanted to razz around everywhere, and he was just like, "Nah, mate, I'm just sitting here." You know what I mean? So his type of riding was completely different to mine, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good now because like all I did, I literally went on Facebook. I wanted to go out for a ride, and just went on Facebook, and I was just like, right, who's out? Seen a lad called Chris. And just messaged him, just like, oh, where you off? Because he was off to the Superbike factory at Donington. So I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to meet up with him. So I messaged him, and he was like, yeah, come along. So I ended up meeting with him for a brew and a bit of breakfast.
That's
How you
brilliant.
doing, Rev? You right?
Good mate. Yeah, just literally got in about an hour ago, so I've time for shower, grab some food, and jump on here with you boys.
Nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. So what did we do the weekend then? Because you said that you went away for the weekend. So where did you go? And did you go on the bike or did you drive or?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry. There's my mate who's actually my business partner as well. We kind of do run a consultancy together, and we went to Lisbon for like a long weekend. So a few days, before, then the weekend, and then a couple of days. Just got back last night actually.
All right,
So
nice.
just enjoying a little bit of warm weather away from this miserable November in the UK.
Yeah. So, how about you, Rev? What did you do?
Well, apart from Sunday, where I got absolutely bloody soaked. Thing was, I thought, I'd advertise it. I'm off down Super Sausage. I messaged all the military boys up here, and I'm like, oh yeah, we'll see how the weather is. And I'm like, all right. I got up Sunday morning, thought, oh, it looks all right. I got halfway down the A5, it hammered it down, mate. I got the Super Sausage soaking wet. And then I had to edit one of the videos because one of the blokes come out and he went, oh, you brought the fucking rain with you. And oh, shut up. Yeah, it lashed it down. So I went on my own, turned up. I actually remembered my beret this time. And then as I pulled up, one of the women went, oh, park over here. And I'm stood there just watching the crowd taking some photos. And a guy comes up and slaps me. Hello, Rev, what are you doing? I brought my LXR up with me. So
What did you want a service on it?
yeah. But yeah, it was just the app on Saturday. I lost the way. If you'd seen the little bit of the intro of the video that I did, I'm stood in the garage, and it was Beck's weekend off. So there's me, Phil, and Macaulay. It's Saturday. It's rammed to capacity. The phones are going nuts. And my phone, I have my phone set at 10:02, 5:02, and then bang on 11, and then 2 minutes past.
Yeah.
So the phone had gone off at 10:02, and Phil went, what's that? I said, oh, I've got 10 minutes. I'm going to grab a quick cup of coffee, have a quick swig, and then I'm going out the back. So my alarm's gone off 5:02. He said to me, get out the back and have your Saturday, your 11:11.
Yeah.
I went, all right. He's under a car. Macaulay's under a bike. And Phil shouts out, it's 11 o'clock. So Phil stood up the top nice and silent. Macaulay stood by the bike with his head down. I'm stood in the main workshop just in case the phone does go. And this guy walks up and goes, oi, mate, oi, 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 oi. And I went, and he went, what? And I went, what? Are you going to serve me or what? And I went, it's 11 o'clock, mate, 11th the 11th. What's that? I said, it's Remembrance Day, mate. I said, shh. Oh, I don't do all that shit. That's in the past. He said, that's old history, mate. He said, we've moved on since then. And I that was it. I launched. And I went, if you've got no respect and spend 2 minutes once a year just to remember the fallen and those that have served to keep this country great. And he went, well, you're going to give me a quote or not? And Phil came out and he went, you're right. And I went, no. I said, it's too bloody late now. I said, my alarm's just gone off 2 minutes past 11. Just doing my 2 minute silence. And he went, well, it's old history, isn't it, mate? He said, well, I don't do any of that crap. And I'm like, oh. I went, there's the yard. I said, I'll quote you in 5 minutes. You're going to have to stand and wait. And he went, I ain't got time to wait. And I went, well, where's the front yard? Jog on, mate, because I ain't got time to serve you. It's just, it made me, it set me in a really shitty mood all day. Because Phil said, go out and have another 2 minutes. I went, it's gone, mate. I can't,
You can't do it again. You can't do it at 5 past.
Yeah, I said, it's got to be done at exactly 11 o'clock. And I went, it's just fucked my day off. And he went, he said, go out the back, have a cigarette, calm down. I went, it ain't going to make me calm down, mate. That set me on edge all bloody day.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, we went up to the lakes and we got a taxi into we walked into town. And we had a few beers and a couple of the pubs coming down. But obviously there was 7 lads, and some of my mates are units as well. They're all, you know what I mean, rough looking lads, like, do you know what I mean? So we walk in pubs and you can see them all just like. So we get to about the 3rd or 4th pub in town, and it looks really busy from the outside. So we're like, we'll jump in it. It looks really busy. The massive crowd at the bar, do you know what I mean? So we've just like barreled in, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm all talking, this, that, and the other. Next thing you know, we sat at the bar. We're at the bar then within 3 minutes. We're at the front of this queue within 3 minutes. So we're more like, what do you want? I want this, I want that, I want the other, I want this. So basically, this bloke comes out from around the back of the bar. He went, yeah, lads, you can come and sit over here, because obviously we're all just chatting about military stuff and this, that, and the other. And he went, come and sit over here, lads, come and sit over here. And we was like, yeah, like in a little corner on our own, almost. And we was like, yeah, sounds. And then he come over about 10 minutes later. He was like, lads, I just needed to get you over here. He goes, not being like disrespectful or bad or nothing. He says, but you've come in, mate. He says, you fucking shit scared everybody coming in. He says, because you've all just barreled in. You're more like, whoa. He goes, and we just literally, because I've had to like just not get you away from the locals. He says, but try and keep you away. He says, because obviously this is a nice little quiet boozer. He goes, you know what I mean? Keswick it was. He says, everybody knows everybody here.
Yeah.
He says, you lot are coming. He goes, completely the opposite of what everybody is. But it was fantastic, nice little boozer. I had a few people come up, you know, talk to us, and do you know what I mean? We weren't being nasty or nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's just that initial, you know, look at people. Do you know what I mean?
And then top it all, I thought, oh right, great. I'll go and get some fuel for Sunday morning. So I've like gone out in the car. I thought I better take the car in case if it pisses down the rain. She said, take the car. It's got to be done on the bike. I've got to do it on the bike. And she went, oh, well, when you're on the way home, get me some fuel. So I thought, oh, I'll pop in the local Shell station. And they shut Sunday morning for a 2-week refurb of all the pumps and everything. So I'm stood in there. There's a couple of coppers in there that I knew. And I went, oh, you're getting coffee, boys? And he went, yeah. I said, well, when you're done, chuck us your receipts for the Costa machine. I'll pick the tab up for you. I'll get you a couple of coffees. And he went, no, it's all right. We'll get them. I went, no, quite happy. Thanks for your service, boys. Went to the counter to pay for that. It was only like £2.50 a coffee because they got the large ones, the Costas. And this bloke in the queue behind, he went, oh, he must be some kind of cunt. And I'm like, and I went, what?
I'm about to turn into one.
Yeah. And the coppers heard it, and I went, I always buy something for the guys. I said, you know, all right, you know, they don't get it wrong. They don't get it right all the time, but at least when you phone 999, they're normally there. You know, give a bit of time for these blokes that give their time up. And he went, oh, no. Of course, paid their coffees, and they went, oh, cheers for that. And I went, anytime, boys, quite happy to buy anybody that's, you know, ambulance, fire brigade or police service, or even the military boys. I'd always treat them with a cup of coffee. And he went, oh, all right, yeah, cheers for that, mate. Got in my car. As this bloke's got in his car, they've got out and walked around his car. They're looking at his car, and I'm like, you ain't getting.
They're going to find something. They're going to find something.
Yeah.
So Rev Bomb, let me ask you, because I think it's a good thing that you advertised that you were going to be a Super Sausage on Sunday. Otherwise, nobody would have guessed. But I was.
Yeah.
No.
But what's the story? Because I thought I had to go up there anyway. I was going up to Solihull on a Saturday, and I thought I'd stop there. And on a Saturday, the place is empty when it's actually open more.
It's open 6 days a week. Yeah.
And it was a beautiful day, nice and sunny day. It wasn't too cold, and I thought it's a sunny day. I'm on my way, and I was like, it's gonna be a fair few people there. And I turn up on a Saturday morning. Mid-morning, like 10 o'clock, and it's bloody empty. On Sunday, when you've got reduced hours, when you closes earlier, it's packed. So what's going on there? Give us the
most of the bikers. Yeah, most of the bikers only go out on a Sunday because they work 6 days a week. But a lot of the bikers do pop in on the way through. A lot of the car drivers as well. But he has said, obviously, with the bad weather, no one wants to go out because Milton Keynes is full of fair weather bikers that don't take their bike out in the rain because it wants to get wet and dirty.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. Martin was there because Vincent turned up. They had the little Sinis terrain behind. He turned up about 10 minutes after I turned up. And I said to him, bloody hell, you've braved the weather. He said, yeah. He said, I've got Remembrance Ride. I said, oh, are you coming with me? And he went, no, we've got Wolverton, which is the other end of Milton Keynes, for his scout group. He said, but he said, I've braved it in the rain because I wanted to do it on the bike. And I went, yeah, fair play, mate. Good on you. You know, little 125 getting absolutely soaked. But Chris was saying he's struggling, but obviously he's made his money through the year. But he said it is going to get quieter. They've shut the tea outside. So it's now a 20-minute queue to get a cup of coffee.
Not on a Saturday.
Not on a Saturday, no. You go straight in the queue.
Nice and quick.
It should be cheaper on a Sunday because you have to wait.
Yeah. Well, this Sunday, obviously, the NEC bike show. So we're all going to barrel up there, for about 9 o'clock. Try and meet everyone at the front doors and that. I've got my ticket already. I know Stu Zedhead's coming down. Lockwood's coming down. There's quite a few coming up.
Lockwood coming?
Oh, he's not coming now. I don't get to meet my son.
He's got his kids on the Saturday night. I've spoke to Zed because literally Zed's coming past my junction. Literally, he's coming past the junction where I am. So I've messaged Zed and just says, "Can I jump in with you if you come off the M6 junction?" I've messaged him, but him and Agis Whisperer are coming down.
Oh, excellent! I'll get me. That's Graham, isn't it?
Yeah, Graham. So he's picking me up at about 8:30. By the time we get there, it's going to be about quarter past 9ish. By the time we've parked up and everything and got in, it's going to be about 9:30. But
I'll hang around for you.
We'll just meet up somewhere. Like I say, we'll get in the tea stand or something, just get a brew before you get in and everything. Because everybody just bombards at the beginning. I've got to let that shit go down before.
Because obviously, I messaged all the guys because Phil was down in Exeter today. He'd done his training course down at Exeter at Lex Motor. I said to him, "You should have messaged Steve the night before." He said, "I sat at a junction for nearly an hour. I moved about 5 foot because the roads were that bad." He said, "I didn't have time to meet anybody." I went, "Oh." I said, "Well, when you speak to Lex Moto, get the boys to message me because I'm going up Sunday." And they phoned me today and said, "No, we're not doing a stand this year." And I went, "Lex Moto are not doing a stand?" He said, "No." He said, "We couldn't be bothered. It's after last year and, the dismal content that we had. We've decided to give it a knock on the head for a year. But we're not going to do a stand." And I went, "Oh, great. So that's another stand that I can't be on." And then I had a message. I messaged the girl from Bike Shore that does our insurance, our local rep, Abby. And she went, "The Bike Shore stand's there. Who's coming?" I said, "Well, there's probably me and probably about another 10, 15 motor vloggers from around the UK. We're all going to meet up on the front steps. God knows who's going to turn up." And she went, "What time are you meeting?" I said, "Any time between 9 and 10. She went, "Well, when you all get together, pop on the Bike Shore stand and I'll make sure that the coffee machine's on for you. Because username Kate and Foggy are on the stand that day." So that'll be handy to catch up with old Foggy again.
Yeah. Well, I ain't driving, so I'll be on the beer and mine coffee.
That'll be all about £6, £7 a pint.
Right, mate. That's what I said to pick me up.
Cheap. That's cheap.
Said, that ain't too bad.
I'm from London. I find that price quite cheap and accessible.
Mate, in Keswick, we bought a round. There were 7 of us. Yeah, 7 of us. I bought a round, and it come to 93 quid for 7 of us.
Bloody hell!
That's why literally we all bought a round. We walked around the pubs, all bought a round, and then we went back to this Shell garage. Bought about 6 crates at like 10 o'clock. Loads of crisps and sausage rolls. I'm
surprised up in the Lake District you're paying that much.
Honestly, it's
I remember going up north. Everybody's going like, "Wow, the beer here is really cheap." But then again, we all come from London, so.
Well, to be fair, we had a beer and we had a chaser, so 93 quid ain't too bad, I suppose. But
wow.
But yeah, it's just one of them now. Do you know what I mean? Just like. So literally, we all bought a round and then went back down to the Shell garage, bought loads of crates of beer, got a couple of taxis back, and then just put the music on in because it was in like a little like a wooden chalet thing. It was slept. I think it slept 8 in there, so it was all right, man. It was a nice place, to be fair, but it's 500 and something quid for the weekend. But obviously between 7 of us, you know what I mean, it's only like 80 quid, 90 quid each, so it was all right.
That's quite good. That's quite good when you go up in a big group because you can all share the costs. It can be quite nice.
But I'll tell you something now. Looking at where it was, Keswick, whatever it's called, that would be a really good location as a base to go into the lakes because you was almost kind of central. Do you know what I mean? So it was a good. I mean, obviously we did because by the time I'd got up there, it was like I don't know, nearly 5:30.
I went in 2022. There's a chap in my local group who organizes trips, and he's really, really good with the routes. A lot of detail. He knows exactly what we're going to stop for every break, for every lunch, every tea break. He books everything in advance, phones ahead to make sure that they're going to be open, that they're going to have room for so many people, etc. And we did a tour of the parks in the north of England. It was absolutely fantastic. So we went up to Peak District, Forest of Bowland, Lake District, North Yorkshire Moors. It was absolutely fantastic. Beautiful riding, fantastic. Great riding, empty roads. I was just loved it. But yeah, but we only went through the Lake District because in the summer it gets really busy. So
Yeah.
that probably was the least enjoyable one. The Peak District is nice. The Forest of Bowling is absolutely unmissable. Really, really beautiful. And the Lake District was the one day where we found like the most traffic, and we had to do a lot of filtering, and it just gets rammed.
Yeah. So, well, to be fair, we come from Keswick down to like Windermere and then jumped on the M6 that way. And I tell you what, we found was a problem more than cars was the cyclists. Oh, okay, mate, there was loads of cyclists, and the car, because the roads are that narrow, the cars couldn't get round them or didn't have enough time to get round them before the corner. So there's massive queues. So we ended up we was on the pack talk. So we was just like, right, every man for himself now. I'll meet you at the M6. So we were just like kind of getting round them as and when we could really. But as long as it was safe.
Could you get past the cars one by one and then get past the bikes?
Well, that's what we ended up doing. But
yeah,
because there was like 4 or 5 cars back, and you couldn't see through the lanes because the lanes had the walls either side. So some of the lanes you couldn't see, some of them you could black through. But then you've got to be careful of the cars overtaking the cyclists. That's why we just said we'll meet everybody at the M6. We'll just get on the M6 or get towards the M6 and then start slowing down. But
I just find that the car drivers don't have a clue what they're doing.
No. Honestly, mate, the car drivers are bad, but I think the cyclists are a fucking nightmare. And I ain't got nothing against cyclists, but oh man, that was a nightmare. And I'm like this far away from the side of the road. Do you know what I mean? Like in the middle of the lane, and you're like, "What are you doing, mate? Just fucking get it over." You know what I mean?
Well, if you're going to pass them, you got to be on the opposite side anyway, on the opposite lane. So that doesn't really make a difference.
Well,
but the car drivers just don't know how to overtake.
No, it does. But at the same time,
like my new video that I've got coming in about 5 days' time. It's hilarious. We had one of our customers. He left his bicycle with us, and I said to him, "Oh, you really want to leave that here?" And he went, "Why?" I said, "I hate bicycles." And he went, "Why?" I said, "Them stupid helmets that you've got." And he went, "Oh, yeah, but they're very good for impact protection." So we borrowed his bike. I was a little bit of a knob. I won't say a noob because we've got noob up there. I went down Tesco and bought 5 bananas and zip tied them together, and I've got them on the top of my head, sat on this bicycle, riding around the yard.
Fucking hell. Well, it's just like I say, mate. It's just one of them. You know, you're just like, mate, if you just moved over a foot, the cars could get past a lot easier and a lot better. Do you know what I mean? Just rather than having to queue up. I don't know. It was just a bastard nightmare.
To be honest, right? I think if I was on a bicycle, I wouldn't want somebody like close passing me. So you want to discourage them from passing close to you. So you want them to go around, which is what you're supposed to do anyway. Problem is, if they're right in the gutter, then the cars are just going to ram past, and it's really dangerous for them because anything they will go be wobbly, and it can be dangerous. So that's what actually the right way to keep themselves safe is to occupy the space. Obviously, they can find somewhere to kind of pull over and let people pass, but it's just there's too much culture war bullshit going on right now with a lot of people, and I'm fairly kumbaya and try to get along with everyone, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like hating on cyclists. In fact, I'm probably the most pro cyclist biker in the world.
See, where's Kazamoto's? Yeah, where's Kazamoto's one? See, this was the problem, or some of the problems that there'd be, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them, and they'd take the whole fucking lane up. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And you're just like,
okay. So if you actually go, I've got a retort to that, because if you actually look at the highway code, right? If you're going to overtake a bicycles, it's easier for you to overtake 2 side by side because it's like a short car. You go past them and you're done. If you're going to overtake a queue of them, takes you longer to go around. If you have to pull into the other lane and go past all of them, it's easier if they're in a short bunch rather than a long line. That's how I think, because imagine you have to. It's the difference between overtaking a really short car or like a lorry, right? If you're going to overtake a lorry, you have to be alongside it on the opposite side for a longer time than if it's just a group of 2 or 3.
If I'm being honest, you're never going to win with me, the cyclists.
Yeah.
Could you imagine any of us in spandex or lycra? Jesus Christ!
Mate,
now that you mention, I can't get the image off my mind.
But going through when we was coming through the lakes, down to like Lake Windermere, it looked really nice in the distance. It looked like blue skies, and then when we got through onto the M6, mate, it was just churning. You know, when you're riding your bike and a wagon, you overtake a wagon, it's just like a fucking bow wave hits you, and you're just like, fuck, this is shit. This is shit.
Yeah.
You got 3.5 hours of that in the end, because we had to pull over in the end, because I was just like, you know what, I need a brew. I'm soaking wet. I just need to get my jacket off, pull over, have a brew, have a sit down somewhere. It was cold, but when you're wet and the wind's hitting you and you start getting cold, so I was like, I'm going to pull over and get a brew. So we all pulled over, had a brew. But yeah, it was fucking, it's just horrible, like riding in the rain. It ain't enjoyable at all. But cyclists I get in our love here, mate.
Yeah, there's actually a good comment from Blake's Pipes.
Where is he? Yeah, saying that they get all the shit in the gutters. Yeah, which is fair enough.
Yeah, you don't want to be riding that. I'll tell you what though, the day that I went up to the Super Sausage, I was on my way to Solihull to the Norton factory when I took the Norton 961 out for a little test ride. Lovely bike, way too expensive, not for me. But halfway through the ride, we come across a horse rider, and a couple of the group managed to go past, but the horse then got really spooked because those bikes are quite loud with the loud pipes. So in the end, we just had to wait behind the horse for quite a few minutes until the horse turned off, because it just wasn't safe to pass him, because you could see as you got past he started to get spooked. And the last thing you want is you're alongside him, he decides to turn his rear side to you and give you a kick, right? So in the end, I just stopped in the road, wait, because the rider was indicating they were going to turn right, away for them to turn right, and then I went. So you just gotta have a bit of patience, I'm afraid.
Yeah,
you gotta allow everybody's allowed to use the roads, and people just get too entitled, I find, and then they get angry because somebody else is kind of getting in their way. The problem with you, Peaky, wasn't the cyclists; it was stupid drivers who couldn't get past them.
Well, that was half the problem. That the thing was, like I say, that there was pulling out and then pulling back in, pulling out, pulling back. You're just like, and shit like that winds me up. I ain't very good with my temper anyway, but fucking mate, I was just like, what are you doing? Just overtake, just pick a space, be decisive, overtake, indicate. If another car's coming, flash your lights just to let them know that you might be taking these, just to make them aware, and then pull back in. You ain't got to be pulling out, pulling in, slowing, braking. And then you're just like everybody else, like a concertina effect. Everybody else is braking. You're just like.
See, when we did the Rosper ride, and Nick had done the Rosper ride, he said, when you're coming up to a pack of cyclists, just give them a little beep of the horn. Let them know you're there. Pull right out, go past them. He said the amount of them that will tuck in to let you pass and then give you a little wave as you go, and it works. It really works.
Exactly. Yeah. And you just give them a wave back to say thank you, and it's like.
He said, because they can hear the bike coming. They know there's a biker coming up behind you. They'll hear exhaust pipes. If you just give them a little toot, just to let them know, not a big blast of the horn, just a did. Let them know. Come past them. Just put your hand up. Thanks, boys.
Yeah, just a friendly beep. I'm here. They'll look at you.
Friendly wave.
They'll let you wave you through. It's like, I don't.
Nah, like I say, it was just frustrating, to be honest. It was just one of them, like, I suppose if you was there if I was there for the weekend, it probably wouldn't have bothered me. but because I wanted to get home, you know what I mean? I'd been out and I wanted to get back for the kids and all the rest of it. Just everything just multiplies. I ain't good with shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Shit just gets on top of me quite easy. But at the same time, you know, I just.
Yeah, you know what they say, right? When you're driving along, there's two types of other road users who come along. If they're going slower than you, then they're bloody dawdlers. If they're going faster than you, they're bloody maniacs. Right?
Mate, if they're going faster than me, mate, fucking fair play to them. But nah, so well, got to change subject a little bit. But we went to I talked to Derek, Solo Moto UK today, and he did that. Is it the Ring of Red around the Manchester Circle?
He got soaked as well. The M25, yeah.
No, it's M62, M60. It's Manchester.
Yeah,
so
because they do it around the M25 as well.
I don't know. I've never heard of it before, and because I actually seen him on the way up to the Lake District, so I pulled into the services just to have a stop, just to get off the bike, stretch my legs. You know what I mean? I've probably been on the bike. I hit a lot of traffic going up there, so I just, you know, I can't remember where I was. I was about Crewe, somewhere like that, like. So I just pulled off, went to stretch my legs, and then I seen, is it Ice Diddy?
Ice Diddy, yeah,
Ice Diddy and Derek together. So I just pulled up and I had a quick 2 minutes with them, stretched my legs and then shot off. But like that, he said to me yesterday about this Ring of Red, and I was like, I've never heard of it. Like, I don't know nothing about
that's
that.
Normally with me, it's a bad night after a curry.
Yeah, that's same here. I said that to Derek, and he just, you know, and he's just like, ah. Yeah, it's with Ice Diddy. Great, he's got. Well,
because
I've
picked up on it, and because obviously I've just subbed Ice Diddy. He's got some good content. It's only, I think he's got about 265 subs as well. So
who's that?
Ice Diddy, yeah.
It's got a good channel, mate. It's got a good channel.
There's some good stuff on there. Yeah.
You know, I asked him to come on here, but I asked Derek to ask him, but he was just like, "Oh, I don't think it's my kind of thing," and I was just like, "Well, you know, I've put it out there now. Do you know what I mean? If you know, I've said it before on these lives. You know, if you want to come on a Wednesday, you're more than welcome. Just message me. You know what I mean? If you're free, you're more than welcome to come on. I've only got 6
I'm
months.
trying to get Jamie up to 1,000 so he can start bloody live stream, because he's on Facebook at the moment. He ain't got enough subs on YouTube to do any live streams. So
yeah, well. Like I say, mate, I was talking to a lad the other day, and he was just like, "Oh, you know, how did you get your 1,000 subs and all this like?" And I was like, "Well,
hard graft."
You know what I mean? I grafted for 6 weeks, mate. I was on YouTube every night for 2 or 3 hours, messaging, watching films, watching these, commenting on everybody's as much as possible. I says, and that's how I did mine. I says, but if I'm being honest, I says, I'll just let it run its course. If it takes you 2 years, it takes you 2 years. If it takes you 10 years, it takes you 10 years. You know, I won't say I cheated, but I'm one of the people, once I see a target, I've got to hit the target.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I you know, I settled until I hit that 1,000. But then, like I say, now, you know, I've had it before where, you know, I've hit like last month, I hit like 1,400, and then I woke up the next day and I'd lost like 8 subs, and then the next day I'd lost another 3, and then the next day I lost another 4, then I had another 2 on, then it was another 3 on. You know, you're just like,
what? It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Yeah, I've been waiting months to hit 4,000. So I've been sitting 3,960, and I thought 3,908, and then it went to 3. I lost 30 subs in one day, and I'm like, Jesus Christ Almighty! And then all of a sudden, it's just gone all the way back up again. So I'm back down to 3,980. So I'm only 20 off 4,000. Will I hit 4,000 by the end? I don't care. Really doesn't bother me how many subs I've got. It's just the people that I have got on that do follow me relentlessly on Facebook and my Instagram and my YouTube. There's some really good people out there, but the others I can't give a rat's about. If you haven't got time to sit and watch stuff, then do click off. As I say to people, if you don't like what you see, there's the door. Hit the red X in the corner.
Yeah. Like I say, mate, you know, it's just one of them. You know, I kind of took it a little bit to heart, but at the start when I started losing the subs, I took it a bit to heart. And then I spoke to you, I spoke to Stevie, I spoke to a couple of people, and there was just like, happens, don't worry about it. And then now I'm kind of like I say, you know, I don't do many much reviews on bikes or clothing or anything like that really. But you know, my stuff is tours, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? That's more kind of I don't know. That's what I'm into. So do you know what I mean? It's
yeah. I think
if you get here's Blake's.
If you get so focused on the numbers and stuff, then it starts to become more like a job, and it stops being a job. It stops being a hobby and something that you enjoy doing. It starts becoming stressful. What's the point of that? Who needs that? You know, people will eventually find stuff because they like you or your voice or what you talk about. And if they don't, they don't. And you know, what is it? Yeah. If you hit 1,000 subs and 3,000 watch hours, you're gonna get, I don't know, 20p a month or whatever. Who gives a shit?
I constantly earn about when lockdown was on, I was doing sort of £100-200 month. One month I hit 440 quid. I'm down to £63 now, and people say, you do all that content every month and you earn 63 quid. I went, yeah, but it's not for your pleasure. It's so my customers can see their bikes are being ridden correctly. There's little bits and pieces. I advertise. I like doing my super sausage run because it obviously puts people into Chris's cafe, and he gives me brekkie and a cup of coffee free every now and then. So you know, I'm not going to complain about it. But then I saw there was a post on Facebook. I can't remember which biker it was. He said, "Oh, I'm looking at some new gear." He said, "So if any companies want to send me stuff, and I'll give you a glowing review if you send me some." I'm like, hang on a minute. If you're going to be sent stuff, you're going to give an honest opinion on it. You're not going to be, oh yeah, your product's great. I've got a new jacket. Thank you very much. This jacket's you know, it don't work like that. You're given a fair and honest opinion of everything you do. It's like I've got myself in so much trouble with Lex Moto over their bikes. And Steve's the same. Steve gives an honest opinion when he does his Exeter Rider stuff. You know, if you don't like a bike, as a personal opinion, you give your review on it. I hated the LSZ. It gave me a blister on my arse because the seat was so uncomfortable.
Oh, the seat. Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's got this horrible little V point right at the back of the pillion seat. But when you're a long-legged rider and you're
blame the Lex Moto. Blame the Lex Moto, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing else. Well, nothing else.
But, yeah, I do some, you know, I say to some people, oh, your bike's really good. We took the Maverick out. We had a little bit of fun with the Maverick when we did the thing because I got my dog tags out. Talk to me, Goose. Come on, we'll find out if this is a Top Gun. And just a little bit of a laugh because it was called a Maverick, but it's a great bike. It's a little 125 Grom and it's half the price of a Honda. Is it as good as what they say it is? Yeah, I bloody loved it. Off the back of that, we've had so many people saying, oh, we've seen your review. Have you got the Maverick in stock? Whereabouts are you? Oh, we're in Scotland. Well, go to your nearest WK dealer then. Don't come to us. Go to your nearest dealer. So if they're selling bikes off the back of my video, then good luck to them. You know, I don't mind.
I just want to bring this one up what Ian's put on here. Just saying that bike reviews seem to get way more subs and ride outs than calves, and don't seem to get them out. To be honest, mate, it's because the content on the bike is relevant. That's the only reason why. Like, you know, I did that one. I mean, Exeter helped me on the one I did with all four. But, you know, like now, it's still the only video on YouTube with all four bikes together. It's still the only one on YouTube. Yeah, it's only got, 3,000 viewers. Now, people are test riding bikes. And, they're meeting 5, 6, 7, 8, 30,000 views, and they're test riding one bike. You're not seeing the whole complete range. So, it's now looking back and kind of reviewing what people have told me and listening to people, it's because it's relevant at the time. That's why people are they're getting the big subs, and you know what I mean. They're getting the big views and stuff like that because it's relevant. Do you know what I mean? And like I say, I don't really like doing reviews because I got the terminology. To be honest, I probably ain't clever enough to sit there and reel off what the bike's about and what it is. Anything I can do is sit here and say, this is how the bike makes me feel. This is how it handled for me, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? As a layman,
but don't undervalue that, mate, because a lot of people watch the owner review just to get exactly that. Because to be honest, if you go and watch like the big channels, all the usual reviewers from the magazines and stuff, they're all going to say the same stuff, because guess what? They're all on the hook to the manufacturers, because if they say anything bad, they won't get invited to the next one. They won't get taken out on the trips. So they're not really going to give an honest opinion. You can give an honest opinion because you bought your bike and you've had it for donkey's years. So people actually value that. That's actually valuable. So whatever words you want to use, I think people are gonna want to hear that, because they'll say, this bloke's actually, he's gone around, he's done his tours, he's done the charity ride, he's actually used the bike, so he actually is going to tell you how it is, as opposed to whatever Toad from Visor Down, whatever. He's just going to play nice to the manufacturers, because if he doesn't, they'll freeze him out of the next at the next launch.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when I took the BM out, I never reviewed it. I never took any footage of it, and that was basically because I could only do at the time, I think it was 30 mile on it, and I thought to myself, you know what, you can't review a bike in 30 mile. It's going to take me 10-12 mile to get out of Wolverhampton to get to the roads, so I'm literally going to have 8 mile and then start heading back into the town. So I was like, you know what, all I'm going to do is I'm going to ride it for myself and then just kind of explain why, it is the bike, or it ain't the bike for me. And, that's what I put on that little video that I did, why I, as a personally, why I won't buy that 1300, you know what I mean? But, but going back to Ian's comment there, like I say, it's just all relevant. It's like all the, I've done in the past, I've done reviews on all the heated gear I've got, like the car's heated gloves or the heated jacket or stuff like that. You'll find in the summer, or getting out the summer into the winter, that them views will click up. Then obviously going into the summer, because no one's going to be wearing heated gear, nobody, nobody watches them. So, but like I say, it just, I don't know. It's just I really feel, I don't know if I want to start reviewing bikes. Do you know what I mean?
But that's what we're talking about earlier on, isn't it? You do what you enjoy doing, because the channel's supposed to be
a job.
It's supposed to be pleasurable. It's supposed to be you doing what you want to do, and the people who watch you want to watch that stuff, they'll find you eventually, and they'll enjoy it. I mean, I've got a test ride on the 1300 book for Saturday, like I was telling you earlier on. Yeah, I'll see how I get on with it. I'm actually really scared that I'm going to like it. But you said I need to go and try out the 1250.
I'd try the 1250 first. The low chassis 1250.
Yeah.
Let's say, mate, if you're far away, you can come and grab my bike for a few hours, go and take it out, come back, and then go and test ride that, and you'll notice the difference. Notice the difference. So a bike.
What's the difference? What's the difference that you noticed?
Just the stature of the bike. It's a lot more. How can I put it? It's not as calm or relaxed as the 1300. The 1300 to me seems really dulled down as a road bike. It's more road going than off road going. But for mine, I can pull mine back, man, and it goes. You feel the back go down and everything. Where with that, I've changed all the shocks, all the driving modes are changed, so all the back stiffer. And it just feels like, I don't know. Mine feels more aggressive. Feels more aggressive to ride. You know what I mean? But I don't like the position of the bars. Just felt like I was a bit too stretched out. Where with mine's just nice. Some of the switch gear I didn't like. I kept it in the button that brings the visor up and down. I kept it in the menu button rather than it in the visor to bring it up and down. It's all these little things where, you know, I can switch my heated handlebar grips on one button, 3 seconds. Where with this, you've got to go into the menu button, scroll down, go to the heated grips, scroll up. You know, you just like it's just all a bit of a fucking faff.
Are you just getting distracted instead of riding? You're getting
Yeah,
distracted.
yeah,
having
yeah.
to go through the
There's
menus.
too much to do. There's too much going on. Just to put your heated grips on. I hold my button down for 3 seconds. My heated seat comes on. My heated grips comes on. That's it. They're on. When I get too hot, I hold it down for 3 seconds. They go off. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just simple things. But yeah, you know,
Fair
like
enough.
I say, it's just one of them. It's like the light I was talking to Exeter about. They put a light in the pannier. Now, when the pannier opens down, yeah. So as you look in, the light's there, right? Not on top, it's there. So when all your shit's in the pannier, that light's redundant. You ain't gonna see anything. You're not gonna see anything at all. Do you know what I mean? You're just like, I don't understand it. It's just like I said, they've done some stuff, and I'm just like, whoever's introduced this stuff, I thought about it at all. Do you know what I mean? Whether the 12, whether the 1400 or the adventure or whatever it's going to be fucking called is going to be different. I don't know, but some of the stuff they've done to the bike, I just think they've made it less usable as a rider. There's too much going on now. You've got to do too many fucking things to get into stuff. But yeah, it's just like I say, it's just some of the stuff I've noticed. And it's like all the extras you've got to start buying now. Like with my bike, the adventure, it's like with the GS. You can buy the GS with all the frames and everything, all the bells and whistles. Where with this one, your car, you've got to add stuff to it to have the bells and whistles. It don't come with the crash bars. The 719 is options for the fog lights, where with the triple black, it comes with fog lights. You know, and you're just like, you know what I mean? You just, I don't know. I think I'm just fucking clutching at straws for the money, if I'm being honest. Cool. We all know the best. Your one is, mate. Agus Whispers, 850 is lovely. That's that. I love it. He says it's bronze. It's fucking green. But, but yeah. Motor vlogs. Yeah. So
yeah. I'm looking for a channel with that name and I can't find it.
No, same here.
Where you say
I'm searching and searching.
Just put a link up on the side chat to your channel. Right then, Kazar Moto, see you later, mate. He's off. So it's early in down in Australia, right? So, but to be fair,
Right.
if you're racing Kazar Moto,
I'll be back in 2 ticks.
Yeah, no problem. If you're racing Kazar Moto, have a look at the BMW 100 year. It was 100-year anniversary thing that they did. It was good, fucking really good video. That was. It looks really professional as well. Honestly, it does. So well done. So yeah. What we're saying here now? Yeah. So what's his name? Where's he gone? Sup Dog Moto Vlogs. Just put your link up for your channel. Because I can't find it either. I've just been having a look, man.
Yeah, Hachiwi did a good one a few days ago. 2 Harleys on a rocket. Oh, bleeding now.
Who did that?
Hachiwi.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, 2 Harleys on a rocket. Yeah,
I've seen that. I tell you another one I've been getting interested in, or I've kind of got hooked on at the moment is I think it's called One Man One Motorbike.
Yeah.
Not old, but he's getting on now. But he's just gone down to Morocco. He's riding through Africa on his own. He's good. That's a good channel. Because like he's just dead laid back. Do you know what I mean? He's just really chilled, and it's just nice watching somebody just get out there and just go, right, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I ain't bothered what's going on. I'm going to do this.
He's done some good. What was it? One man, one bike, isn't it?
Yeah, One Man One Bike or something. It's called.
Yeah,
That's really good.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah,
And,
because I think the last one I watched, was his Gibraltar one.
oh yeah.
He's just gone down to Morocco now.
Yeah.
But Lavi and Ollie have been. They started at Super Sausage. I think it was late last year. I think Noob was down there when Lavi and Ollie left to do their world tour on a V-Strom.
Oh, that yellow V-Strom.
Yeah. They're round. They've managed to do all of Brazil up through Ecuador, and they're now heading towards Russia just to finish off the last bit of the tour. And they've got married as well in Las Vegas. So bless them.
Fair play to him. Fair play to him. Try and get him on the channel.
That's a bit of a jump. Brazil, Ecuador.
Well, they
Russia.
went down. They did France, Africa, all the way down to Africa. Then they got the boat from Africa. They had to have it ferried from Africa to the tip of South America, and then they worked their way up. I think it's Bolivia, Ecuador, or whatever, all the way up. Got to Las Vegas, but they're now they've done up to, I think, as far as the Arctic Circle or something, and then they're going across to Russia now. So they've got another ferry to Russia, so they're out of action for a couple of weeks.
Very good.
So if you look at Motel Travel UK, he's done a lot in Morocco and all around there, man. He's done quite a bit around there, and it's, mate, I'd love to do something like that. Honestly, I'd fucking love to do that. Do you know what I mean? Just I was talking to one of my mates who lives in Australia. He's been over there now about, I don't know, 12 years, something like that, and he's basically just having a year off, and they're going traveling out on his bike. And I was just like, fuck,
there's a guy doing Dewey rides. Do you guys watch Dewey rides?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So he had his motorbike stolen,
yeah,
and then went back out. But you were talking about Brazil. I think you got confused because most people do the west coast of South America. I'm from Brazil, so I like to watch the channels that actually do Brazil. There's one called Two Wheels, Three Sheets.
Tips, yeah.
Two Wheels, Three Sheets. There's a couple doing an Africa Twin, I think, and they're in Brazil. So I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying seeing my country from somebody else's perspective.
It's like Two Girls, One Cup. No, it's a different video, isn't it?
No, that's one of your bookmarks, isn't it?
Oh, bless it. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing that though, going through like Morocco and basically, so as you look at it, going like east, so going round up towards like Istanbul, and then round and back up into like Italy and that way, rather than doing the west side, because I don't think I'd manage the west side if I'm being honest. So, but yeah, I'd like that. That's something I'd like to do. So ride down, get over to like Gibraltar, then get the ferry across into Morocco, and then do like round the outskirts, like east from Morocco, round, then back up in towards like Istanbul, and then, like I say, back up towards like Italy or somewhere like that. Like, do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of YouTubers that are knocking their channels on the head this week, because obviously Howie's back now, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's a bit. It's a pity, but at the end of the day, you know, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? You've got to.
And then obviously you had Motor Wolf YT, so Motor Wolf YouTube. He's decided to knock everything on the head: his Instagram, his TikTok, and his YouTube, because he's had personal loss in the family. So. Bless him. I've said to him, you know, you've got to keep your mind occupied, mate. And probably the easiest thing is just to keep cracking on at your videos. She'd want you to carry on. So yeah, I love Howie's little comment.
It's great. It's great. I love him. I do. I love him. So
he needs to do some more guitar stuff.
Yeah. He needs to be like Richie Vida. Once a week. Do a song once a week.
Do a little song once a week. Yeah.
Not a song. I don't want to see his thong. I want to see his song.
A song in a thong would be good.
So, but yeah. So what? You got anything coming up then, Noob, or not? What, have you got any plans already in the pipeline, or anything booked for next year yet, or not?
Yeah. So obviously, some of the France tour videos are still going out. So there's another 2 to go. And then end of May next year, the same group that I went to the North Parks with and then to Wales with, I think we're planning Scotland tour. So we're planning to go up there.
Nice.
And then I'm starting to think for the France trip, what kind of route to take this time. I think I want to go Black Forest. So I'm going to go out through Germany and do Black Forest and then come back.
Look at the videos I did for the Black Forest. Honestly, them phenomenal. I'd leave it. We went like end of May, beginning of April. I'd probably leave it till the end of April because there was still ice on the road and everything. But honestly, Black Forest is amazing, mate. I could do a week.
Yeah, but the only problem is because I do this because we meet up at the group meets up at a circuit in France called Follenbray near Saint Quentin. So that's what I gotta have to end up there, and the date for that is usually August. So I have to go in August. I suppose I could just not do that this year and not go to the group meetup. But as you say, that that's half of the enjoyment, isn't it? It's meeting up with your mates at the end and going for the dinner and a piss up. So
yeah. I mean, to be fair, what I do is like I've already sent out like 3 dates next year for the lads. Right, this is the options we've got. This on this date, this on this date, or this on this date. What do you want to do? The majority rules. Do you know what I mean? So, and I'm quite fortunate because they're all kind of open and it's just easy. Some people are saying, right, I can't do that. I can't do August. I can't do September. I can do October or early in the year is better for me because the kids are at school or the kids are at school and there's not so many holidays. So, you know what I mean? But this year, I think we're going to do. I think we're going to do the Wild Atlantic Way this year.
Lovely.
In Ireland, and then
you cheeky bugger, Gray.
and then what's he put? Poncho, the legend. How you doing, okay? Ginger Smurf, Santa Smurf, and Apprentice Smurf. Yeah, so we're doing Wild Atlantic Way, and then I'm going over to Normandy for the 80th anniversary of the D-Day landings, and then I've booked already for Adventure Bike Festival, and I'm tapering whether to do Richie Vida's one. What's that?
Wild Southwest.
No, Wild Bad
Weekender.
Yeah. And I'm also toying with the idea at the minute. I'm trying to talk Graham, Aggies Whisperer, into seeing if we can arrange to go up to slowly. Watch this back, but slowly go up and jump on the Sky Tour with
I wouldn't mind doing that.
Airship Vlogster and all the lads that are going up to do that. So I do fancy, like I said, them are the ones that I'm doing. So,
but obviously I'm starting to get I'm well prepped already for 2025, mate. Sturgis, got to do Sturgis.
100%. Like I said, I was saying the other day, I spoke to Stevie, and I just said to him, I says, mate, it won't. I mean, you want to ride a bike. I says, but I ain't paying that kind of money to rent a bike there, mate. I'll rent a bike for the day. If it's like $300, then I'll rent a bike just for the day. I ain't hiring a bike for $3 or $4 grand just for you to sit there. You know what I mean? You might as well just fly over there, get there, and then we can sort something out from there. If you want to go out for the day, we'll hire a bike, then that's fair enough. $300 or whatever for the day. Then 70, at least you ain't got a bike there, just sitting there doing nothing.
Probably cheaper to fly your own bloody bike out there.
No, 300 quid's a lot, isn't that? Who's doing this? One of the big car rental companies that started doing hire bikes. I think it's Hertz.
Might have to have a look at that, isn't it? But like I say, I want to be able to walk around and all that, not rent a bike, and then if
save your money to be putting in the G strings of the dancing girls.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? But just smashing more tequila and vodka and rum down your neck.
Exactly. Yeah.
But for me, I prefer to just do it on a daily basis, as and when, because you never know. It might be the same weather as this year, and then it's smashing down, and nobody's riding the bike. Do you know what I mean? So, but yeah. Plus, anyone see you all Friday. See you later,
Yeah.
Blake. Take care, mate.
Take care, mate.
If you're racing Blake's channel, go and watch his channel. He did a funny one on Halloween outside somebody's house.
Oh,
They've got
God,
massive,
yeah.
got massive fucking skeletons outside the house. That was funny. That was good.
There you go. I'll put a link up there. hertzride.com. You can get like a bike from like $100 or so a day.
Bad idea, bud.
You can get a GS for $130 a day.
There you go, Rev. Don't need to buy one now.
Hey.
You can get it. Bloody hell, the BMW R18. You wouldn't want one of those. 125 a day. Harley Ultra, 150 a day.
Ain't bad.
Harley Sportster, $83 a day. There you go.
There we go.
I'd have a Sportster. There you go. Sound as a bad.
I'll just fly my own one out. It's cheaper.
Right then, lads. We've been on an hour, so it's just after 9 o'clock now. So I think that's enough of us waffling.
Yeah.
So
I'm only meant to be on for an hour with this bloody eye as well. You can see it. You can see it's starting to strain already.
Yeah.
It's all bloody. I'm hanging down. I look like a bloody old man, mate.
Cheers, PK. I really appreciate you inviting me along. I really enjoyed it. We've had a good one.
Good to see you.
Nice chatting to you guys.
Like I say, mate, always welcome. If you got a spare Wednesday and you ain't doing anything, you want to jump on, just drop me a message, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's always open. Invite's always open for you, mate. So whenever you're free, you're always welcome.
Cheers. Thank you.
No problem.
Cheers, buddy.
Right then. So for myself, the Peaky Biker, thanks for watching. It's been wicked. All these people in the side chat, let's quickly run through them. Jamie's Bikes Adventures, Exeter Rider, Grey Wolf, Blake's Pipes, Lone Wolf, Airway, let's have a look, Crafty Poncho, the legend that's Crafty Poncho, Aegis Whisperer, Boo Rider, Sup, is am I saying that now? Sup Dog Moto Vlogs. Am I saying that right? Yeah.
I haven't found the channel yet.
No, I did ask him to post it up, so but yeah, but he did say it's a new channel and he ain't put anything on yet, so I don't know, he might not have, I don't know, he's got to activate his account, I suppose, to have a logo, but sound Kazomoto, I think that's about it. Let's quickly roll to the top.
Lone Wolf,
Lone Wolf, Slow Bones. I think that's about it. Slow Rider as well. So yeah. Anyway, if I missed you out, I apologise. I'm just trying to flip through. So yeah, as usual, if you can all stay safe, keep your family safe, and all to be one thing as usual, please, which is smile. Thank you very much. So until next Wednesday, I'll see you all soon. Take care, muckers.
Good night,
I'll see you later.